Betway sponsored Weighted to Win comes to you with a preview to Wednesday racing that is coming through from Durban. We're at Hollywood Bets at Greyville for an 8-race program on the poly track, and also a little bit of a boost. I say boost in the sense that we've got a bit of a surprising voice to join us for our preview to KZN racing on a Wednesday. It is Nino Podesta. That is for Wednesday racing. Lots of racing still to come through as the week progresses, and you have got opportunities to get in touch with us as far as using our X profile or indeed our WhatsApp number. Now in race number 1, we've got the Mask as favourite, 2-1 in from 22 to 10, first run in the province. Number 8, Always Shining, is at 5-2, 9-2, the 1. Bound by Destiny, 11-2, and Better Bar Those. I say a surprise voice, a welcome surprise. It is Nino Podesta after another Good Friday tipping session for the Quebec meeting. He's going to give us his thoughts on a Greyville racing. A warm welcome to you, Nino. It is racing on a Wednesday at Hollywood Bets Greyville, and I'm sure you're going to bring us a bit of stardust.
Good morning, Cecil. Yeah, I'm going to try.
Oh, right. So no, carry on.
Yeah.
No, do carry on, Nino.
A little bit.
Okay. All right. So I say, let's have a look at the selections. The Mask is your favorite. First run in the province, that is at 5-2. Ran in that race behind Little Ballerina, who's since franked that form. And since her feature race win 2 weeks ago at Turventine, 2 winners have come out of that directly. The latest being at Scottsville on Sunday, and that is Just Restless. So obviously, form line holding up strong. How are we going to back up the Mask in that bipod? Are you going to be bullish, or are you backing it up with something else?
Well, Cecil, I backed it up with number 3, but I do believe that Mask is a horse to beat. We know the Little Ballerina form lines are the strongest going around at the moment. And I wouldn't take any notice into his first run when he ran 8 lengths behind it in a feature. And Glencairn wouldn't be taking horses to Durban unless they're going to win races.
And
so
indeed,
the Mask, clear first choice to beat number 3, the Clinton Binder Raider, and then number 8, Always Shining, and number 5, General Bing. I know nothing about the first timer from the Canamea stable.
All right. Thank you so much, Nino. 64 Rand is the outlay, 1 bank, and that comes about in race 4. And that will be number 7, that being a Fine Admiral. Right. So that's the bipod underway at 12:35 with the first of 8 at Hollywood Bets Greyville. All right, we'll go on to race 2. We're chatting to Nino Podesta this afternoon about racing at Greyville. That is a Wednesday meeting on the poly track, race number 2. We'll go straight into a Fillies and Mares 86 handicap for that first leg of the PA. And in race 2, the favorite is the 1 Vision to Achieve, and that is at 22 to 10, 3-1 is number 5 War Empress. It's 4-1 above the 3 Hot Pearl, 11-2 and Better Bar Those quoted runners. Race number 2, call now or play online. It is a trackandboard.co.za, Fillies and Mares 86, and they'll be going over the 1,000 meters. 7 runners carded, and it looks very competitive. A few of these have been meeting regularly of late. That is the 1 Vision to Achieve, the 5 War Empress, and the 6 Rapid Fire. This will be the 3rd successive time they meet in their competitive race. Which is your selection then, Richard Free on the 1, War Empress, or the 6 Rapid Fire?
No, I'm going with the 4. I like, Francie Broncos has taken 4 horses down to Durban on Wednesday.
Yes.
First of all, we've got to check whether there's no transport problem and that the horses get to the course. If this horse runs Mickey's Bomb, I think it's a big runner.
Yeah.
So my selection is Mickey's Bomb to beat Vision to Achieve. Those are the 2 horses that I like. And then obviously War Empress that hasn't got any form on the poly, and Rapid Fire next best.
All right,
so 4 to beat 1.
4 to beat 1, and those would be the 2 horses that make up that first leg of the PA for Nino. It's race number 2, Fillies and Mares 86, and should be off at 1:15 at Hollywood Bets Greyville. Waiting to Win are proudly brought to you by Betway. We now move on to race number 3, the first leg of the Pick Six, and we're back in maiden company. It isn't a race that will take too much winning. Distance is 1,800 meters, and as you've heard from Nino, he's preaching Fani Bronkhorst, and Fani has a presence here with the form of the 9 City Lights. So race 3, a Tab Gold card caller maiden plate. It's for fillies and mares over the 1,800 meters, and looking at the early betting pointers, number 6, Canford Queen, Richard Fourie for the Gareth Van Sale stable, rather, 13-10. Number 2, Ntombenhle, is at 33-10, 5-1 on numbers 8, Floral Fantasy, and Fani's Radar number 9, City Lights. It is 17-2, and better bar those. All right, so Fani's got a runner here. You like his horses. Those 9, I'm sure, is going to make up part of that first leg of the Pick Six, Nino.
Yeah, definitely, and it's my narrow first choice. The Francie Bronkhorst Raider City Lights to beat, I think, which I believe is the only danger, number 6, Canford Queen with Richard Fourie. I'm going all in, 2 horses in the Pick Six and 2 horses in the PA Bipod. 2 horses in all the bets, Cecil.
Okay, so that is 6 and 9. That will be the horses that will hold the fate of many Andina followers, and that is in all exotics. 6 and 9, race 3, the first leg of the Pick Six at Hollywood Bet Scrape. We're at the halfway stage of our meeting. It is race number 4. It leads the end of the first half, and it is the start of the first jackpot. Now, race number 4, we're back into a handicap. This is a fillies and mares at 68. They're going over the 1,900 meters. And, of course, a reminder of our contact details, Daryl, Darren, and, of course, Clyde back on the scene now. You can get in touch with those 3 gentlemen via our X handle, or indeed our WhatsApp number. Let's get to the betting, or the early betting for race number 4 and the 7. Fine Admiral, another winning prospect for Richard Fourie's at 28-10, teams up with Garth Puller. Number 6, Tom's Act is at 5-1. 11-2 is the 9-10 Cup. Number 12, Fire Flare, 7s. 8-1 about the 10, Wave Warrior. And then it is 10-1 and better bar those. Well, Wave Warrior was good to us the last time out at pretty big odds of 20-1. I don't know if it's going to be as easy as it was last time out, but I know you have an affirmative first choice in race number 4, Nino.
Cecil, I'm very strong in the camp of Fine Admiral. Richard Fourie for the Garth Puller stable. The combination have been deadly in the last couple of weeks. So I'm very strong with Fine Admiral. I'm going to take chances and banker it. But obviously people that want to add have to play wide. And if they do play wide, don't leave out Flag Bearer, number 5.
Fani Bronkhorst again. There it is. Bank at the 7 drops. That takes a bit of a drop in class after it met last time out. And that is the banker at the beginning, and at the end, that is at the end of Jackpot 1, race 7. We've got the 5 as a banker, and in race 7, the 5 is a perfect trust. A very, very inexpensive outlay of R8 for that first jackpot, courtesy of Nina Podesta, our tipster for Greyville on this midweek meeting. Race number 5, first leg of the second and final jackpot, is a mare to it is 78, and they'll be going over the 1,600 meters, and back on a favored surface will be the 3 Cupid's Song, and that will be Richard Fourie teaming up with Tony Riverland. He's ridden it twice for 2 victories, and why I say favored surface, a 5-time winner, and it's all been on the polytrack for the Tony Riverland charge. Now, Cupid's Song, rather, in race number 5. That is not your favorite. The 1 lucky dollar is at 33-10. 3 Cupid's Song is at 15-4. 11-2 on numbers 2 Teichman and the 6 Bomb. It's 15-2 and better bar those. Well, there's a horse here that I'm touching on, and could be value. It's a decent draw, Nino. Cupid's Song, Tony Riverland having a great run of it. We saw another influent winner from them on a Sunday. Where would you put that on your list of selections?
My top choice, Cecil, when that's Richard Fourie, Tony Riverland combination have been deadly. So that's the horse to beat, and I make the only danger number 1, Lucky Dom. But strong in the camp of Cupid Song.
Yes, indeed. That form, the stats read well. Over the last 12 months, Richard has had 30 rides from Riverland, and it's been 14 winners and 7 other placings. So you're very much on the right path there, that they have been in a deadly form. That is the first leg of the last jackpot, and that gets underway at 3 o'clock. Richard Fourie is very popular with Nino in race number 5, as he is with the rest of us, and the 1-year favourite, the only rival. May 2070 will be race number 6, the last chance to get involved in a pick 3. It's over the 1,000 meters, and your favorite in a race number 6 is the 9, Chara Sands, and that is at 33 to 10. 4 to 1, the 1 Mask On, 4 to 1 about the 7 Ragalava. 9 to 2 is the 3 Brave Voyager, 15 to 2 and better bar those. Now, Nina, looking at the front page, or at least the cover of the computer form for Wednesday, they do feature Mask On. That is their selection. They say had an off day last time out, and this time out they reckon with the best from having the worst draw last time to the best draw should take the beating in race number 6. Are you in agreement?
Well, I think it's a runner. If you look at the race, you see that Richard Fourie gets off Brave Voyager to ride Mask On. But on form, I don't think he can beat number 9, Chara Sands. She's had 11 runs, 2 wins, and 7 places over course and distance. So I'm narrowly in the camp of number 9 to beat number 1, then Brave Voyager and Ragalava. So 9, 1, 3, and 7. And for those, they are going wider. Don't leave out number 6, Another Day in Africa.
Okay, so 9, 1, 3, and 7. The banker coming up in leg 2 of that last pick 3. That is race number 7. 16 rand is the total outlay. You've got to be on by 15 at 35. Thank you, Nino. We continue with our look at Hollywood Bets Greyville Racing on a Wednesday. It is race number 7, the penultimate event. Fillies and Mares 68. It's over the 1,200 meters. And here we've got co-favorites in the form of the consistent number 1, Pour Some Sugar on Me, and the 5 Perfect Trust. That's Rachel Fenneker going to head if the betting is anything to go by, with Richard Fourie, who's on the latter Perfect Trust, both at 5 to 2. Number 6, Blush of Dawn, is at 9 to 2. 11 to 2, the 3, Angelic Fort, rather, that is at 11 to 2. 7 to 1, the 8, Emerald Green. 9 to 1 and better bar those. So the distance will be 1,200 meters. Pour Some Sugar on Me, Rachel Fenneker and Dennis Bosch, they've really struck up a good relationship. And the 5 Perfect Trust, well, used to be with Eric Sands once upon a time in the Western Cape. Richard has ridden the horse, not in recent times, but should make for a good contest if the betting is anything to go by. Your first choice in race number 7, Nino?
My first choice is Perfect Trust. I like the fact that they're bringing it back down to 1,200 meters because he shows early pace. When they last met, if you have a look there, Cecil, Perfect Trust is 3 kilos better off with Pour Some Sugar of Me for a beating of 2.3 lengths. So you should turn that around. And the fact that they're going 200 meters shorter puts me firmly in the camp of Perfect Trust.
Yes, I see that, and it is a strike on the nose for Perfect Trust. 5 to 2 is the price you can get right now by the 6-year-old daughter of Vercingetorix, who bids for that 4th win from 39 outings. That is in race 7. That is off at 10 past 4. Don't forget, any feedback you need from this particular episode of the Betway-sponsored Awaited to Win, or anything you can suggest for the week that lies ahead in terms of selections that catch your fancy, do get in touch with us via our X handle or indeed our WhatsApp number. Now, we're with Nino Podesta. This is the first of 2 interactions with Nino for this week. The next one being on Friday, the Speciality Fairview, but he hasn't done too bad as far as Greyville goes. Let's have a look at race number 8. Now, this is the Bright Future Fillies and Mares 68. once again over the 1,200 meters. And in race number 8, the top ones, well, the we know where he's going to go with his selection. Number 6, Cerulean Dancer, is at 5-2, 11-2. Numbers 2, Vision of Will, and the 9, A Puff of Smoke, both 11-2. 13-2, the 4, Quintasia, and the 10, Chelsea Flower, also at 13-2. 7-1, and Better Bar those. You heard me giggle there. I think I know where your eyes are focused right now as we talk about race number 8, Nino.
Yeah, they focused on the Cerulean Dancer. I think she's the horse to beat. But what price is Time for Charity?
Time for Charity, that is as big as a 14-1 Time for Charity. That is Mr. De Harbour's ride for the Wayo Mowing Stable, and he's got a very good strike rate for Wayo. So that is Time for Charity.
Cecil, maybe a place bet on Time for Charity, but definitely Cerulean Dancer, the horse to beat. I like Chelsea Flower. She's very good on the poly over the 1,200 meters, but she has got a bit of a tricky draw. And then my other choice was the one that Richard Fourie is on, Puff of Smoke.
Okay.
So I've got 4 horses in the pick 6. I think they will see us through. But definitely Cerulean Dancer, the horse to beat.
All right. So those horses would be 6, 7, 8, and 6, 7, 9, and 10 in the last leg of the pick 6, if I recall. Well, Nino, that is a wrap as far as your first of 2 stints on the show for this week is concerned. I have a good feeling that you could be guiding us down the right path for our Wednesday meeting coming through from Durban. We'll speak to you again on Friday.